Hi, everybody. It's Elektra Yao, immigration attorney. My offices are in New York and in New Jersey, and I'm super excited to be with you guys today. Hey, everybody on TikTok, trying to maneuver the computer with TikTok. So yeah, if you guys don't know me or if you've never seen any of my videos yet, I am an attorney. I work mostly with artists and with creative professionals, and I do so because I love the arts, and I'm a former artist myself. I studied filmmaking in undergrad, and I did musical theater growing up. So those of you who are my clients or who know me, you know that I have a love of musical theater. But for those of you who don't know me, I'm an immigration attorney that focuses on my work with artists. So hi to everybody on TikTok. Hi, Aqua. Hi, everybody watching. So I haven't been on in a while because things have been very, very, very busy. Busy is good. Busy means that everybody's hustling. And if you guys are from New York like me, you know that I am fond of the hustle mentality. But I want you guys to be thoughtful and critical hustlers. And what do I mean by that? I want you guys to be prepared when you begin your O-1 journey. So a lot of clients, and I work with clients who are at the beginning of their careers, clients who've just graduated from college, are on their OPT, and clients who are more high profile, who work with big brands and who are celebrities and well-known in their fields. But there is this common problem that everybody has. And I want to give you guys this, I know this is called a checklist, but it's kind of like a pre-O1 checklist, kind of like before you start your O1 journey. I want you to know what to have in your mind mentally before you embark on this journey. And then maybe I'll talk about like a couple things that you should be aware of during your O1 journey. So the first thing on your pre-O1 checklist is do your homework. The O1 is not like the H-1B. The O1 is not like the L-1A. It's not like filing for work authorization when you're on your OPT or your STEM OPT. It is completely different. It is a life-consuming, life-changing visa option that will allow you as much professional freedom as the petition allows, and put you on that route to crafting your professional career for the green card. So I want you to do your homework and really know what you're getting involved in, because it is a paper-heavy petition. When I mean paper-heavy petition, I mean there's a lot of evidence that goes into an O1 or a successful O1 case. Obviously, it's case-by-case basis. Every client is different. I will say for more high-profile clients, the petitions tend to be stronger because the evidence is more compelling. For straightforward professions, there's less evidence because it's easier to prove and easier for the immigration officer to understand. But for people who are like my visual artists, for people who are my gaffers, my DPs, people who have more complicated professions that we need to explain to USCIS, these petitions tend to be a little bit larger and bigger, and that's okay. I mean, sometimes clients tell me, oh, Elektra, I don't have this information, and it's true. At the beginning, you don't have the information. You don't have the information because you didn't follow my step one on my pre-O1 checklist, which is do your homework. And when I mean do your homework, you guys all are intelligent people. Don't base everything based on what your friends have done or what you've heard or what you've Googled. I know Google is an amazing tool and we all use Google, but for something so life-changing, you really want to make sure that you're looking at blogs and videos of licensed attorneys who are experienced in the O1 with the O1 visa. Many times I've had to clean up mistakes of other attorneys who are not proficient in O1 visas. So again, do your homework. Look at blogs from attorneys. Look at blogs and videos from ALA, from arts organizations, Volunteer Lawyer for the Arts, Fractured Atlas. These are great organizations that you can go and look for additional information. So that's number one, do your homework, understand what you're getting involved in. Number two, give yourself buffer room. So what do I mean by give yourself buffer room? Oftentimes, actually more often than not, we're working on cases where clients have just decided at the last minute that they want to file for the O1. Perfectly understandable. I get it. It means that maybe at the beginning of your professional journey here in the US, you weren't really sure about what you wanted to do. In the sense like you weren't really sure that you wanted to stay here long-term or you wanted to pursue your career here long-term. And these are very personal decisions, and no one is saying that you absolutely need to be in the US because you want to work here. But oftentimes at the beginning of the OPT, even at the middle of the OPT, clients are really unsure about whether or not they want to stay here or whether or not they actually can stay here. So oftentimes we're working on cases where clients have decided maybe 1 or 2 months or 3 months before OPT ends that they're in it to win it. They're here, they want to work in the US, and they want to secure their O-1 visa. So step 1 is do your homework. Step 2, give yourself buffer room. And step 3 is actually start to research and have strategy sessions. With me, they're strategy sessions or consultations with attorneys, because it is a long journey. Again, there are some cases that are very, very quick just because we're working on deadlines. But a lot of the times the cases are drawn out because sometimes there are RFEs, sometimes there are more complicated things, or what is the most common is someone says they're going to sign a contract and then they're not going to sign a contract. Or someone says they're going to sign a letter and they don't end up signing the letter. So sometimes it can go quick, oftentimes it doesn't. So again, step 3 is starting to actually research who you want to work with for your O-1 journey. So those are like my 3 tips, my pre-O-1 checklist tips. But once you're actually on your O-1, the first thing that you really want to do, or when you're working on your O-1, the first thing that you want to do with your attorney is start to identify those names, those experts of people who are going to sign your letters, your future projects, your future employers. Start to have a good idea of people who are going to hire you, because there's nothing more frustrating for you than to start the O-1 petition, have everything done, have the letter signed, have your portfolio ready, have this form signed, but you don't have future jobs. If you do not have future jobs, you actually cannot continue to work. You can't file the O-1 because we need to prove that you're going to be working in the future. So that's my biggest tip. Just have like a general idea of people who are willing to support your petition. That way, when the attorney is actually working on the documents on the case, it goes smoother and easier. So yeah, that's the number one thing that we are encountering and that I've seen throughout my career. Just people who take a little bit of time to get signers confirmed and jobs confirmed, which are actually really, really important parts of the petition. So I hope that this was helpful. I wanted to do this video today because we're in February, and this is when a lot of people are starting to think about applying for work authorization for their OPT. Maybe their OPT is going to be ending sometime in May. So this is a time where you're really thinking about, or you should be thinking about, your O-1. And if you're really strategic, you're actually thinking about your O-1, you're thinking about possibly filing for an H-1B, you're thinking about all the different possibilities for you to remain here in the US. For example, one possibility that I never talk about but is absolutely valid is opening up your own company and investing in that company through an E-2 visa if your country is on the E-2 treaty list. So definitely lots of ways, or lots of creative ways for you to figure out how you want to continue to work in the US. The key is getting that time to actually think out what you want to do and who you want to be in the US, and to actually think about how you want to structure it. And the way you want to structure your time in the US is largely dependent on whether or not you qualify for certain visa options. And you need to speak to a licensed attorney to explore those different options. And a lot of the times, for example, I'll just give an example. I once worked with a client who had all of the funding to be able to open up his own company. So we were strategizing between filing for an E-2 or filing for an O-1. And although the client had the funding, I advised the client that it was best to continue on to file for the O-1 because this person was at the beginning of his career and wanted to get a little bit more experience. And the best way to get experience is you can either work for yourself, but that's a big risk for the E-2 if you don't have a lot of experience. And it is working for other people, making connections, developing your reputation in the field, and being amazing at what you do, so that when it comes time to either renew your visa or file for a different visa, you have more options. My goal for all of my clients is to imprint in their mind that New York City hustler mentality. I want you guys to work as much as possible. I'm from New York. I worked all the time when I was in college, when I was in law school, when I was an associate, and now as a law firm owner. It is really, really important to understand that there's so much that can be done in your career. And if you have that mindset, if you have that mental framework, there's no limit to what you can do. And the best visa type to have no limits for what you can do professionally is the O-1. It's actually my favorite visa type. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you will follow my pre-O-1 checklist and that you will begin your O-1 journey prepared. So for those of you who don't know me, this is Elektra Yao. Please like, share, subscribe to my videos. Follow me on Clubhouse. I'm very, very active on Clubhouse, always giving information to different artists and entrepreneurs. And pretty soon I'm going to start to create my own room where I'm going to give creative career advice to artists and creatives so that you guys can maximize your chances here of obtaining success and whatever success means to you. So follow me on Clubhouse, like, share, subscribe to these videos, DM me, message me, and let's have a conversation. So I'm going to say bye to my friends on TikTok who are watching, and bye everybody who was watching today. We have to get back to work. Yes, great checklist. Have a positive plan and stick to it. So yes, you football, thank you so much for this comment. It's so hard sometimes for people to understand the importance of a checklist. I'm super old-fashioned. I write things down, and we also, in my firm, we use something called Todoist. Todoist is an amazing, there's also a free version if you guys need it, or if you guys don't want to subscribe to the premium version, but the free version is awesome. You can assign tasks to yourself, and you can also invite people to participate in those tasks, so you actually never lose track of what you need to do. I actually do it handwritten, and I also do it on Todoist. But yes, having a game plan is key. This is the reason why we're able to get approvals for people who had one job throughout their whole life, approvals for people who have been to other lawyers and other lawyers have said it's not possible. It's because we've got a scientific and methodological approach to O-1s and all visa types in general. So organization is key. I think somebody said success is basically organization and luck meeting together. So being organized as much as possible is key, but also having that hustler mentality. And I actually did a video on this over the summer, and always say yes. So if there's somebody who's offering you an opportunity, say yes. You never know who you can meet. I've met clients in like the weirdest places possible. I've met people who are amazing in the most weirdest places possible that I never would have thought. So my advice is to always say yes and be open and have that hustler mentality, that mentality of I want to do great things. And if you have that mentality, you will do great things. First, it's about mindset. Then it's about actually applying rigor to obtaining your goals, because there's a reason, I would say there's a reason why people are here, and there's a reason why people are here. There's a difference between the amount of work that goes into each level. So you just need to decide which level you want to be at and what amount of work I don't even want to say comfortable doing, because you shouldn't feel comfortable in your life. You should feel on your toes all the time, always alert to changes and anything that can come about in your life. So hi, user Bar Buraj. Hi. I hope that you're enjoying my TikTok video or my TikTok live. But thank you guys for watching, and I will try to check in with you guys later this week and talk about my favorite topic, which is how to actually monetize as an artist and go from starving artist to 6 figures. I think it's a fascinating conversation that not a lot of people are having. I think a lot of people kind of just accept that artists are puppets and like they just do their artwork and they're creative in what they do. But my goal as an attorney and as a former artist is to make sure that you guys have strong business acumen. I'm actually going to be on a panel for artists where I'm going to be doing one-on-one coaching and giving you guys my tips on how to monetize your artistry, make money, and have a 6-figure career as an artist. But that's a different topic for a different day. So thanks everybody for watching, and please tune in to my lives or follow me on Clubhouse. I will be on Clubhouse all day. Bye everybody.